How come there is no vaccine for a cure that's called poverty? Just in 2018, more than 38 million people struggle with poverty in America. Just in America also. And to add to, and adding to that, 11 million children also suffered from hunger. And adding on top of that too, there is this pandemic also that increases the amount of people living in poverty and the amount of children suffering and struggling with hunger. There has been an estimated number that maybe in 2 years, in just 2 years, poverty may increase to over 54 million people. And just in America, hunger can also increase to 18 million children, almost to 20 million, just children. Now, the main goal and the central idea of this is to get the government to help and raise the minimum wage jobs so that people that have minimum income, low income, may have a decent life, a better life than what they have now. And also to stop the hunger in the US. And us set an example to other areas, to other countries. We have to set the example that we can. That's what we need to do. But with all this poverty in the nation, how does it affect the average people and the above average? Well, nowadays, some states have a minimum wage of $7.25 per hour, following what has been established by the government. And that to me, I personally think that has to be changed, because minimum wage on other states are 10 and above, are almost to $15 for other states. But for some other states where poverty is also a problem, the minimum wage is $7.25. And we have to change that. We have to show the government that we can change that we need a change. As it can be seen from the latest result of household insecurity, more than 37 million struggles with hunger, thanks to this source called Hunger in America. Now, what can be done to decrease poverty and hunger? The U.S. has a lot of resources that can be put to use. For example, educating young children and young men, or not just young men, just the young. That should be the first priority, and will always be the first priority. But that should be a priority that has to be taken more seriously. It has to be taken in consideration a lot, because nowadays we see that young people are spending their money on some things that they can maybe use for other things. And now, thanks to this source, the Borgen Project, education, estimated that education helps increase individual earnings for every member of a family. also proven by the UNESCO, sorry, by the UNESCO, that reading skills can clear out almost everyone who is in extreme poverty issues and restore their finances. So that right there um proves this point. So the education is really important to get out of extreme poverty. That's what we need to ensure to the young children, to the young people. That's what needs to be ensured. Another point is raising the minimum wage. That's the point I was first talking about. That point right there is where the where people that don't have the education enough or don't have the education to have uh, jobs that pay them more, that right there could be also a solution to this problem. Thanks to the um, source called the Raising of America. Children from America will benefit from it if minimum wage is raised. Now, while it seems the government is helping the poor, it's not enough though. If we take these ideas in consideration to be adopted, poverty and hunger should be less to what it is today. This will help employees to have low income. This will help with employees that have low income salaries. So minimum wage rising their pay can help the people that have low income. If this idea gets accepted and adopted, then poverty and world hunger, or this nation's hunger, will not be a problem like how it is today. If this idea gets accepted, then millions of people that have low income salaries, their lives will improve. And that's what our goal also is, to improve the life of people that can help themselves. At first, obviously, negativity will always be present. It will always be present. Negativity will always be present. But along the way, we will see the results. It's like a saying. Along the way, we have to be patient to see the fruit from the tree that we planted. So that's our goal. To see success, but have patience with it. Because not everything is going to come from night to the day. And everything is going to rise and the way we want it to in just one day. We have to be patient about it. So to summarize all this in my main points is that our main goal is to overcome this poverty and this hunger with raising minimum wages, and also educating children and young people to be successful, to know their duties. Because our duty right now is to help the ones in need and help the ones that can protect themselves or help themselves. That's our goal right now. Our other goal is to persuade and also to really try to embrace and not just embrace, but to also change the income, the minimum wage that it has been established since the 1960s. That has to be changed so that poverty also changes for the good and not for the bad. So remember, poverty is an experience alive that nobody wants. And if nobody wants it, then when do people still have it? So we have to remember that if we were in their feet, what would we want other people to do for us? So we have to think ahead and also help the ones in need.